What's up guys, my name's Andrei and welcome to a new video. Today I want to talk about my new computer. So I was posting on forums and whatnot the configuration of the computer to see what people thought of it. And like a lot of them, they were like, dude, why are you buying such old parts? There's no point. I mean, you can get something a lot newer and modern. I mean, why are you going with such an old platform and parts? And my response to those people is, I'm buying used parts, and I have a limited budget, of course. So they were like, man, with that configuration, with that money, you can probably get a 7700K and a GTX 1080. And I'm like, no, I can't. I simply cannot get a 7700K and a GTX 1080 with that configuration because they cost way more than I could ever afford. Example, they say, I can get a 7700K. Again, I'm buying all used parts. I'm right here over at tweakers.net, which is the website that me and Levi were using to source parts and whatnot. New i5, Jesus Christ, my mind. New i7 7700K, €575. Do you know how much we have? Total? Let me just open the spreadsheet and tell you very quickly how much is our budget, total budget. Total budget, $839. And $575 is just the CPU, plus another €7 shipping. Now, let me tell you how much we paid for a kit which contained an i7-3930K lapped. Basically, it means that the IHS was basically made as smooth as possible. Basically a mirror to make the thermal conductivity better between the CPU and the heatsink. So it comes with 3930K, an Asus P9X79 motherboard, and a Cooler Master Ceydon 120V water cooler AIO. We paid €310 for a kit that comes with CPU, motherboard, and water cooler AIO. Isn't that just enough? And to make matter worse, a Z270 or 170 motherboard, I think it's 170 or 270. Just okay, so I think this, I don't know if this one is new, it's probably not new, but Gigabyte GA Z170X costs €230 just for the motherboard. I already got the RAM. 3 sticks. We're going with 4 sticks because the CPU is quad channel. And now I'm going to show you a picture. Right now I'm actually going to move a little bit out of frame so you can see right here. This is a comparison between 3930K stock and 7700K stock. Super huge difference, right? Totally justifies buying a €575 CPU. So, the thing is, if I went with a 7700K, of course I would have to buy DDR4 RAM, which is more expensive, and of course it theoretically goes all the way up to 4.2 gigahertz or something. It's crazy. But the RAM is expensive, and then I would end up with less RAM that I want, which is 32 gigabytes, basically half of what the motherboard is capable of doing, which is 64. So, okay, now let's search for GTX 1080 on Tweakers. Again, this is a website that I'm using for reference. Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1080 Extreme Gaming Premium, €500. And I'm not even including shipping. I'm not even including the Corsair power supply that I bought. I'm not including 2 hard drives, another video card. I mean, it's just not worth it. Like, the difference in performance is not worth spending perhaps like 3 times more just because the system is newer. Because I worked my ground up. Just so you have an idea, in 2011, when I started gaming, because before that I didn't even game at all, it was in 2011 that a friend of mine showed me Minecraft. Believe me or not, this is the game that got me into PC gaming, Minecraft. In 2011, I had a 1999 computer. It was an AMD Duron, not even a fast AMD chip, running at 1.2 gigahertz, 512 megabytes of RAM and a 20 gigabyte hard drive. The graphics card was an SIS 305 PCI, 32 meg. In 2012, I finally upgraded to a Pentium dual core 1.6 with 1.5 gigs of RAM and a GeForce 6200 TC PCI Express. And then I moved to a faster Pentium dual core E5400, which I still got around here somewhere, with a GT520, which was my first actual bought graphics card. I actually went out and bought this graphics card myself with my money. And then I upgraded straight to an i3 and a GT440, and then I upgraded to an i5 with an R7 250X, and then the 250X burned out 1 year within use, and then I went with the same i5, but I went with a 750 Ti, and used that system for a good 8 months, perhaps 1 year if I'm exaggerating. And now I am on the verge, like on the pendant state. Right now, the system that I'm using to edit videos and things and game, perhaps because I'm not even gaming, it is an i5 2400, which is not the CPU, which is not the i5 that I was using. The other i5 and the 750 Ti I sold to a friend of mine for 1,000 BRL, roughly, I don't know, $340 or something. And the system that I'm using right now, it is an i5 2400 with a GTX 970, which I bought also from Levi. And that one I'm pairing with the other one that is supposed to arrive with the system, which is going to arrive with the system. So I'm going to have a GTX 970 SLI. So as you can see, this is, I mean, my parents never bought me a computer. I had to buy the computers myself. And basically everything you see in this room, I'm probably gonna, do a pan on a B-roll right now, showing you what I have in my room. It's super messy, so excuse me about the mess. Everything you see in this room, I conquered myself. My parents had no part in it, except for supplying energy and internet. The rest is all mine. So, it's my choice. I mean, a 7700K is going to have like a little bit over performance, the power consumption is going to be lower, single thread is going to be higher, but I think, in my opinion, since I'm going to be doing gameplays and editing, because this video, as you can see, is being released in 4K, I'm going with 6-core 12-thread, because I think it is the sweet spot for gaming / editing. If you only play games like Overwatch, for example, everyone plays that thing. So if you're just playing Overwatch, just playing it, a 7700K is going to be good. 4-core 8-thread, it's enough for gaming, because games are not really optimized to use above 4 cores at the moment. So that's it. Gameplay, gaming, just gaming, 7700K, 4-core 8-thread. If you're doing gaming and gameplays / editing, then 6-core 12-thread is going to be good. It's going to be like the sweet spot between gaming and editing. Even for streaming, for example, because you're going to have the game using the first 4 cores of the CPU, and then you're going to have 2 cores to encode using the CPU, because encoding with using NVENC is not, the quality is not high enough in real time to do it. So this is basically what I think. This is why I'm going with an older system, because although the power consumption is higher and the parts are older, the performance is still top-notch. Not top-notch compared to 1080 Ti, fuck it, I don't need a 1080 Ti. I mean, for example, I was playing Resident Evil 7 Biohazard at 900p, very high settings, at over 120 FPS, on a 970 with an i7-920, which is literally the first i7 that came out. I didn't test RE7 on this i5 with a 970 yet. I'm not even going to test it because the systems are going to be here in like 2 or 3 weeks, so I don't bother messing around with it. That's it. This is my response on why I'm going with an older system, because first, I'm buying older parts, second, because newer parts are going to be more expensive, and third, the performance I'm going to have above what I'm going to buy right now does not justify spending 3 times more. Resuming all. That's it, guys, for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye-bye. Your eyes are not deceiving you. I am really doing a 4K 60 FPS video on an i5 2400. And if I'm going to re-render this entire video again just to put this one cut at the end, you are mistaken, because I have this guy on my side. So essentially this is MKV Toolnix, and essentially if two videos have exactly the same configurations, like recorded by the same camera or something, you can append them together. So this is the mother video and this is the child video. So essentially MKV Merge is going to output an MKV file that essentially has these two videos combined into one. And if the video is a cut, like you record one full video and then make a cut in the middle and then append both parts like this, the cut is seamless. So that's it. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.